Hey guys, how you doing? It's Joe and Darren over at Urban Hillsides Real Estate here with another thrilling edition of Real Estate Reality Thursdays, 2 p.m. If you like what we're doing, please ring the bell, follow us, do all those great things, and help us spread the word on real quality content. Right, Darren? No hype
Absolutely.
here. No hype here. All right. Well, before I get too deep, as I usually end up forgetting about it, let me go ahead and do our disclaimer. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8 under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillside's team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. All right. So, how you doing? It's a busy day already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks, man. A lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing good though, man. It's a challenging environment, and
Right.
that perks me up a little bit. So
Yeah. There's a competitive edge there
sure.
that you hope is good for both sides, seller and buyer. So yeah, I agree with that. All right. Well, look, guys, just to give you the agenda, we are going to go through our topic. Our topic today comes from Avenue 8's The Landscape. It's an email that comes out every month. We encourage you to sign up for it. Really good content. So we're going to go through some of that. We're also going to go through our seller wins and buyer wins based on solds in the last 7 days. And then we'll follow up then with Darren's picks for actives that are interesting from the last 7 days that buyers should be paying attention to. And I guess sellers too, right? We all need to pay attention. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring up Darren. Oh, and one thing, it's on the email that you may have received, our own email at Urban Hillsides, but we do have an open house coming up this Sunday, don't we, Darren? Do you want to talk about that while I find our topic here?
Sure. It's a beautiful duplex with it could just be rented as units, which will generate very nice income, both delivered vacant, or it would be a very nice owner occupant opportunity to start in the 3-bedroom, to start in the 2-bedroom, to expand the 3-car garage into an ADU, and just to hang out in the amazing backyard as often as possible with the nice Verado to cool you off in this hot heat.
Yeah.
So it's a great property. We look forward to seeing people at the open house this weekend.
All right. So that is Sunday, 2 to 5, and that is September 11th. So yeah, please check it out. We'd love to see you guys. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share another screen, and we will go off to The Landscape from Avenue 8. So, Darren, I'm glad you're always picking up on this with The Landscape. I don't know if I'm getting it in my email, but I'm glad you keep getting it. So, this is the topic: second homes first. So let me go ahead and read it a bit, and we'll discuss, because it certainly looks like it's a trend. It's a trend that we've seen.
It's a trend that we identified for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, this comes titled "The Big Shift: Second Homes First." Starting with dessert. As the housing market continues to contend with shifting consumer behaviors around how to live in a post-pandemic world, the combination of inflation, price appreciation, and inventory scarcity has persuaded some would-be buyers in urban areas to remain renters, with primary homes becoming out of reach for many first-time buyers in cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York. The relative value found in suburban and rural markets makes it more compelling for some to buy their second home first. Continued work from home flexibility is fueling this trend, and the affordability contrast between living in and out of the city is stark. The result, rental market dynamics are becoming increasingly competitive in many cities, with long lines for showings, offers over asking, and other behaviors that mirror 2021 purchase market conditions. With home ownership functioning as a valuable inflationary hedge, expect to see this trend continue, particularly as more companies such as Picasso and Summer emerge to facilitate the consumer journey into second home ownership. Uh, so, yeah, why don't you go ahead and comment on that a little bit? And I'll follow
Sure.
up with some stuff.
I will say they stated something there that we haven't said ourselves, and I haven't heard
Mm,
in language for a long time, and that is, the hedge against inflation with home ownership.
yeah.
It's just in this inflationary environment, it's just the flat out truth.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
values of homes will tend to rise, which was what fueled much of the increases, as
Hmm.
many expected in inflationary environment. So that continues.
Right.
Um, but buying a second home first, gosh, Joe, I think a friend of yours was the first time where I ever like acknowledged that was happening, and I
Hmm.
was kind of
Hmm.
surprised. And I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
was that Idlewild? Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I never would have thought of that.
Hmm.
It
Well,
seemed,
I remember, I don't want to be a pioneer, but I remember, when we were so desperate, my wife and
yeah,
I, to find a home, we looked as far as Bermuda Dunes, past Palm Springs,
yeah, yeah. You talked about
tr-
it too.
trying to
You
figure
did.
it out. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy, but yeah.
So, I mean, there are options, right? And what happens to these second home areas? Maybe they
Hmm.
become a primary home. Maybe you move to them.
Right.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they're always a second home, and Airbnb and short term rentals creates a good opportunity if it's going to be, only used part time.
Right.
I will say with that, be very aware of the
Mm.
restrictions that come with short term rentals, because they continue to evolve,
Yeah.
and each community has their own standards that continue to evolve. And in most cases, become more and more strict. They're
Yeah.
not trying to encourage more of this scenario. Because, in essence, for those who it actually is a second home, not a primary, it's raising the prices of the
Right.
properties in these communities, and it's
Right.
hurting the residents who live locally.
Well, it's a really good point you make. Just to click on some of these links. So here it's talking about the relative value of suburban and rural places, and they've got an example here: frustrated buyers in the Bay Area housing market buying second homes first, and this actually takes you down the path of a Bay Area real estate agent who can't afford his own
Mhm.
market that he's
Mhm.
selling in, and he went and bought a place in Nevada, Las Vegas.
Right. And
Um,
that's a distance.
yeah,
That's not like a weekend getaway, or that's like thinking way out into the future, or just trying to buy an investment, period,
yeah,
in
yeah,
real estate as a
yeah,
hedge.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the other, let's see here, the other one that they picked out. Let's see here. Oh, bear with. Oh, here we go. Was Picasso and Summer. So Picasso, I think we've talked about them before, but started by a Zillow co-founder, and just like you said, they've run into local headwinds
Yeah.
about these partial share homes that they're trying to isolate in these vacation markets, and locals are not happy about it. Summer was interesting. I hadn't heard of Summer, but I'm going to click on it, and similar idea. It's basically buying shares in one home. Maybe it's
Oh,
three or four different owners. Uh, but here, I'll just show you. It
it's a
was,
version of timeshare.
yeah, exactly, but vacation homes. So, for
Yeah.
instance, I'll go here, McDougal Cabin. I think this is in upstate New York, and they give you two options as an investor. Very nice, 16 acres, a whopping $400,000 total. But you can try or you can buy. So if you see here, Summer purchases the home for you. You have the right to buy at any point for up to 3 years. And as an example here, 39,500 initial payment, refundable, 1,080 monthly subscription, and you get approximately 40 days of homeowner usage. So you got that. And then buy with Summer. You purchase the home while Summer fully furnishes the home and manages it for you. 75 to 85K in revenue per year before their fees. And then you get approximately 40 days of homeowner usage. So I just kind of discovered this real quick, but I thought it was kind of novel and interesting uh, as far as home ownership.
They're covering a lot of angles there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is, if there are multiple owners, it's the original version of tenants in common. It's really a series of owners that have a defined use,
right?
But it's all one title, not even separate spaces,
right? And then that sort of coverage contract or agreement between those owners about what's theirs, like TIC.
Right. I mean, as long as they're structuring it that way, I don't know how Summer stays involved and or continues to manage it to generate income, or how they deal with the scheduling. But basically, it's a timeshare. It really is. With a lot of variations on how that works.
Yeah.
But it's a timeshare with a single destination. Gosh, I feel like if I was going to buy a timeshare, I'd rather buy a timeshare and be able to go to multiple locations.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're trying to figure that out now too.
Yeah. Right. All right.
So, the rest of this, again, we won't get too deep, but it talks about unpacking the Inflation Reduction Act, what it means for real estate, highlights our new tax credits that incentivize the construction of and upgrades to buildings to become more energy efficient through the use of specific materials and technologies, particularly for multifamily and commercial markets, extension of existing tax policies that limit deductions of pass-through losses, as well as continued exemptions for real estate investment trusts and S corporations. And then they put kind of a happier point on it. Let's see, what does it say here? With 51% of student loan holders indicating their debt hinders their ability to purchase a home, perhaps this deleveraging will unlock purchasing opportunities for at least some first-time buyers. I don't know where, but right, what is it, $10,000? It all helps.
Yeah, 20 in some cases.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the monthly payments on student loans go on forever, but they're a small percentage unless you're trying to pay them down more aggressively. Although, look, we had a client last year who said, who was relying on it, who kept thinking about this and said this was super important before they purchased. Unfortunately, prices have gone up 20% since then, so I don't know how much this is impacting their ability to move forward with a purchase. But I mean, I got to say, just personally, freeing up and often it's perception, but freeing up those that are hopefully more educated in our society to do more things and not feel more burdened, I think is a huge plus. So I'm glad that they did it.
And just some talking points around some of these stories that the landscape is bringing up. 3,930 average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in New York City, the highest in the nation. Wow, how are they affording that second home? They must be making good money. 550,000. That's increase in the number of U.S. realtors in the last decade, equivalent to a 50% increase. Wow.
Well, I guarantee you, with the slowing market, that those numbers are fading. Just lesser volume means fewer realtors are closing transactions, and they just have to go on to another job. But there are plenty of other jobs out there if they're not closing consistently.
Well, I have to say, this is just an observation. So this was a friend of a friend who I think just recently got their license, and my wife brought her up. Oh, look, look on Instagram. And, there's several games here, right? It's like, and I know we can feel this sometimes, but it's like, who's the most popular kid in high school? And I think her Instagram game is really spot on. I don't know if we always play that game that well, but it was all about me. And I'm just like, God, that's not us. We can't do that,
Sales is a popularity game.
It is.
I think you and I get more frustrated than anything when it's less about quality and and knowledge and research. And it's like,
Right.
oh, you just said it. That's a popularity contest, and you're not happy about it. But it's what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
just social connections. If people do not know the right questions to ask or understand good from bad service. So they just go with who they're close with or who they feel connected with or comfortable with.
Yeah. So anyway, some more numbers here. 45% proportion of 48.2 million rental units owned by for-profit corporations. And then negative 8.1% national housing starts relative to 1 year ago in response to rising rates and inflation.
So that 45%, what was that, Joe? I can't quite read that.
That was proportion of 48.2 million rental units owned by for-profit organizations.
So I want to say this.
So 24 million are owned.
Right.
By
I want to
profit
say this to the city of Los Angeles, who I think has horrible policies. 55% are not owned by corporations. They're owned by individuals who have planned on making that their retirement in an environment that was completely acceptable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been stripped away from those people in this environment right now.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's the other number that should be there.
I'm all for support, but let it be equally distributed, not isolated to one group.
Yep. A little graph here. Homes sat on market for slightly longer during the summer, but continued to sell quickly in expensive markets. So here they're looking at LA County and San Francisco Bay Area, and you can see kind of June on 22 days on market have risen closer to 20 days now.
Right. And we're feeling that with the listing we have. It's just been so long that it happens fast that you're kind of like, wait, what's wrong? And the sharks start setting in early. So it's an adjustment for everyone.
Next graph here. Home prices have not been tampered by rate hikes this year and continue to rise nationally. Home prices versus mortgage rates. So the green being conventional mortgage rate, 30-year, and then the beige there, median home price.
Right.
Home price is still up. So anyway, guys, check this out. If you go to Avenue 8, the website, avenue8.com, right there, stay in the know. You can enter email to subscribe.
So short and concise. That's what I love about this.
Yeah.
You can read the whole thing in its entirety in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And get a lot of good information.
Yeah. Really good point. All right. So I guess the next thing we should do is talk about the market real quick, the local, and then also mortgage rates. Let me go to mortgage rates next here, guys. Let's see. So this is Mortgage News Daily that we've been starting to track just to look at this. And news is not good in general. So this is mortgagenewsdaily.com. 30-year fixed mortgage rates. You can see the graph there. As of today, we're somewhere around, let's see, is it 5.89? What's it?
Yeah, it's come down. I'm seeing 6.01.
Right. And
but
then
it was
we
up
go
to 6.28. It's come down from there in the last couple of days.
Right. So there you see September 6, 6.25. And it's gotten a little better. I forgot to mention this, but I was reading that there is now somebody has created a 40-year mortgage with the first 10 years as interest only.
They've been around for a while. They're not mainstreamed, and as far as I know, they won't be purchased in the secondary market.
So they're holding that.
That would be the tipping point if Fannie and Freddie went out and bought them as a mortgage-backed security. Then they'd become more mainstreamed. I do want to point out some interesting elements, and this is to understand that things don't always move in parallel. So 30-year fixed rate at 6.01 average, but 30-year jumbo low, 5.08. Almost 1 point lower to go with a bigger loan.
Right.
That's important to know. Sometimes you actually might want to finance more to save 1%.
Right. And that is LA, where we live. So.
Absolutely. Many of our homes are jumbo loans. again, it's a case where maybe a little less down is more beneficial. And there's no often there could be a benefit with an adjustable rate mortgage or an
Hmm.
ARM,
Right.
and the 5-in-1 ARM is 5.96, like 0.5% lower than the 30-year fix. Not, in my opinion, not even worth considering.
Right.
As an ARM, you might as well just lock in a fixed rate.
All right. So that is mortgage rates as we see them for this week. Um, and then, I wanted to give just sort of a local market snapshot by way of solds, which we'll be getting into shortly. Uh, what did this tell you? I know we were looking at a more balanced market last week,
Yeah.
but this week, wow, man.
Well, even last week, I think we saw, there were
Hmm.
enough on the top and on the bottom. There were enough negatives and positives. That's feeling more balanced. But even last week, the positives were way above.
Yeah.
And the negatives, there were some real ones. There were some substantial ones.
Yeah.
This one is just way out of whack.
Yeah.
So the
So,
overside is way bigger.
right. So, seller wins being at the top there, the biggest gains from their listing price, and then that lower yellow, obviously being reductions. But, again, I guess as I keep looking at this, you see the reductions and you see a couple increases that are tolerable 26,000, 55,000.
Sure.
So let's hope. But yeah, we're going to go into solds here, seller wins, and wow, we're going to see some interesting homes, some beautiful homes. So,
Yeah. And I would
uh,
say one of the trends that's creating this, why are we
mhm,
seeing that? It's not that, in my opinion, it's not that things are just selling that ridiculously over because it's such a
uh-huh,
hot market. It's
right.
that sellers are of the belief, and that's their choice, and maybe their agent is assisting them in this, that the
Hmm.
market is cooling dramatically. So we're seeing a lot more underpriced listings. When you see something sell for 20, 30, 40% over list price,
Hmm.
in most cases, it does mean it was underpriced,
Right,
intentional or not. It was
right.
listed below.
Got it. Okay, well, let me go ahead and move to the MLS, and we'll take a look at some of these seller wins that we've identified. Okay. Where is it? Uh, let's see. Bear with. Okay. Oh, and there's a passcode. There we go. Accept. All right, we're back in. Okay. There we go. So the first seller win we're going to look at is 1308 North Avenue 57. That is a list price starting at 995,000, and it finished out, Darren, at I believe, what's it say here, 1,627,000 sold for a $632,000 increase. Wowzers, that's bizarre.
It's a charming house. It's very charming. A lot of
Hmm.
original details. Um, Kitchen's great. Some
Yeah,
nice backdoor space. The garage or the large carport in the back with the covered area. It's a big piece of land. It's good.
yeah.
It was underpriced.
Well, let's take a look. 1308 North Avenue 57. Excuse me. This is Highland Park. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,442 square feet of living space. It's on a 7,250 square foot lot. Again, sold for 1,627,000. And days on market, it was 14. Original list price 995,000. And this is brought to us by, I believe, Wendy Colton. And on the buy side, Kenya Reeves Costa
Mm.
and Sarah Chung. So congrats to all there. But gosh, man, uh, that is so far off the reservation. It's just I don't know. Is that what you do? Do you price that far down and you just kind of pray for what comes up? I mean, that's just.
Yeah, I don't know that answer.
I know,
I think
man.
you need to be in the ballpark slightly under is my general suggestion.
Yeah.
You have to create the early traffic, but we had a listing that, or we had an offer we wrote on a property. They had 27 offers. They had another one that was 40 offers.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know who that's helping really. Should have just started a little higher, in my opinion.
Yep. Well, there you go. Beautiful house, no doubt. But yeah, wow. Priced way off. Okay. What a trusting owner as well.
Well, sometimes the owners believe that is the appropriate price. Again,
995,000. Wow.
yeah, that should have been, in my opinion, then that 1.3 to 1.4 range, and it still would have gone 200,000 over if it ended up there. But it was quite low.
Okay, so let's move on. Let me do the numbers real quick. So we are going to 1307 Shannon Road. This started at $3,795,000, landed at $4,256,000 for a $461,000 increase. Wow. Okay, let me look here real quick. There it is. All right. This was a beautiful house.
Love this property.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah,
just every little bit about it. I mean, this is a character home, no doubt. 3701 Shannon Road, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 4,332 square feet of living space, 13,893 square feet of lot. Look at that. Amazing. 30 days on the market. And this was brought to us by the Morenos. So this is the family Moreno, Eileen, Laura, and George. Congrats to them. And on the buy side, Laura Stupsker.
Oh, yeah, sure. I know her.
Oh, do you? Okay.
We've worked with her. Okay. Yeah, it's a gorgeous house. Man.
Every little bit of it.
I had no idea. I've driven by this house probably 50 times, but never saw the inside before. So to see the inside's amazing.
Yeah, really awesome. All right. No high criticism there. Let's go to the next one. We're going to 3040 Berkeley Avenue. Your neck of the woods, Darren. $1,195,000 was the list price. It landed at $1,491,000 for a $296,000 increase. Let's take a look. Now, how well did you know this house?
I didn't.
Okay.
No. I mean, I'm kind of surprised at this price, but
yeah, I agree.
It's a reasonably busy street. It's not a huge lot. It's well done for what it is.
Yeah.
But it's 1.5 for a 950 square foot home.
Yeah. So 3040 Berkeley Avenue. This is in Echo Park, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 948 square feet of living space. Smaller lot, 3,235 square feet lot. 14 days on the market, and brought to us by Alyssa Valentine and Kurt Wisner. And on the buy side, Anna Siprut. So, a little plain on the outside, but good looking home. Small.
Yeah, very plain on the outside. There's a lot of character inside. But yeah, from the curb appeal, not much. So yeah, congrats to the seller on that one.
Yep. All right. Next, let's see here. Oops. The next one is. Let's see. We are going to Echo Park, 2118 Echo Park Avenue. This started at $1,345,000, finished at $1,635,000 for a $290,000 increase. I'm trying to remember this one. Let's see. Okay.
It's a good location.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's not as designer inclined as the last one we just looked at,
Right.
but it shows well, and
Yeah.
it's laid out well. It's 1,300 square feet with a good sized yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Well, let's keep looking at the photos. In the meantime, 2118 Echo Park Avenue. This is Echo Park, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,336 square feet of living space, 4,800 square feet of lot. Days on market, wow, 6, very quick. And this was brought to us by Sarah Jackson. And on the buy side, Earl Richards and Ben Zielinski. So,
all
yeah,
right.
very much the touches that we all kind of know for a Northeast LA house. They
Yeah.
definitely hit the mark there. So, all right, and then we'll go now to buyer wins. Bear with. Let's see. All right, so buyer wins. Let's see. All right. That puts us at 211 North Avenue 65. Started at a very reasonable 799,500 list price. Went to 800,000 for $500 more. That's awesome. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is Highland Park. Let's get the slideshow going. 211 North Avenue 65, Highland Park, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,066 square feet of living space, 800,000. There you go. 2,500 square foot lot.
Yeah, super
Days
small.
days on market 25. And let's see, this is brought to us by Brandon Harnsberger on the seller side, and on the buyer side, Agnes Fontaine and Teresa Fuller. There you go.
I mean, it's a move-in ready house in a hip neighborhood.
Wow. Look at that garage. That's nice.
Yeah, the garage is your bonus option. But there's really no yard space between the house and the garage.
Yeah.
Is about it for yard.
Yeah.
But in reality, the bigger value is the house on the front end.
Yeah.
And it's decent size with a large 2-car detached garage.
It's interesting. Was that the right choice to put the sofa in that position in the living room?
To cut the room in half. No.
Yeah. Right?
No,
Yeah.
that's very strange.
Yeah. Yeah. They were trying.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we are going to go to.
And this one, it's an alley, garage off
Yeah.
an alley.
Yeah.
That could be an ADU. I mean,
Yeah.
this could be a great property. Yeah.
All right. We're going to now 4015 Shelburne Court. Again, very reasonable, 687,000. Moved down to 682,000 for a $5,000 reduction. I think this was a tiny place, if I remember.
540.
Yeah. Tiny. Let's see. All right.
With a 3-car garage. That's almost as big as the house.
Where is that? Let's connect it. Let's see. 4015 Shelburne Court. This is Highland Park again. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 540 square feet of living space on a 2,500 square foot lot. 682,000 it sold for. And days on market 76. So it took a while.
Still took a while to sell.
Yeah, wow. Margaret Cashin represented the seller, and on the buy side, Stacy Morrissey and Casey Morrissey of Temecula.
Oh, that stuff. Stacy and Casey.
Wow. So I don't know if that 3-car garage can help this. I imagine somebody is thinking.
Sure. Yeah. Again, I guess it could become an ADU, or it's just extended living space. Yeah. I mean, that's right. It's right on the border of Mount Washington, Cypress Park. So it's a little off. It's a little more in a commercial corridor, right, very close to Figueroa there. And it looks like it might abut a train.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So
Right behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
We've
right.
seen some interesting properties right up against those train tracks there in that pocket. And since the rails are so quiet these days, it's not the
It's
end of the world.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our next buyer win, we are going to 6260 Tipton Way. This started at 1,499,000 and it went 19,000 below to finally sell at 1,480,000. Let's see what we.
That was 190,000 below, Jim.
No, 19.
Yeah. We're not seeing them to the downside the way we are to the upside.
Okay, we're getting there. Let's see. All right. Now, I only had a brief moment to look at this, but I was like, this is not a bad looking property. So, not that it went that far down, but I think somebody got a good deal here. Let's see. Let's see. Looked like it had views and outdoor space. 6260 Tipton Way, again, Highland Park. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,820 square feet of living space. Sold for $1,480,000, 8,100, or really 8,200 square feet of lot, and took 45 days on the market to sell. And let's see here, Robert Risher and represented the seller, and Timothy Comlos represented the buyer. So, riddle me this, man. What do you think?
Well, it's split. There's 2 kitchens. I think the downstairs area was set up
Oh,
as a unit.
this is that one. I think I remember. Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like a basement unit. All the windows are really high.
Yeah.
So not that it's bad in any way, but that's potentially one of the reasons it didn't go up more.
Right. But still, I think good price for both parties. Even the seller. All right. Next, we go off to what is next here? We are going to Elevado. So 1539 Elevado Street, 1,435,000 list price, and sold for $1,400,000 for a $35,000 reduction. Not crazy. And see what they saw. Yeah, this was a weird one. Let's see. Oops. Darn Chrome. Let's see. Let me clear. Okay. Let's reload. There it is. Elevado. Okay. Okay, 1539 Elevado Street. This is Silver Lake. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,378 square feet of living space on a 6,300 square foot lot. Sold for $1,400,000. And let's see here, 17 days on the market. And this is brought to us by Eric Akutagawa. And on the buyer's side, Lynn Lear represented. Looks pretty good to me. Let's see.
Yeah, it's got a long driveway to get up to the garage. I don't know how much square footage that takes. It does have bonus space. It looks like they're identifying about 280 square feet of finished basement space, which might be that door you're seeing right as you enter. Potentially short-term rental stuff again, which is pretty common. But I agree. Yeah, it looks like a great property.
So some interesting little terms here. In the description, off the main entrance, converted finished basement with separate 3/4 bath provides an additional 280 square feet of unpermitted living space and could make the ideal office, 4th bedroom, gym, or wine cellar. And the 2-car garage detached just screams ADU. Meander through the aromatic gardens filled with specimen shrubs and aromatic citrus trees under canopy of wisteria vines and offering several quaint seating situations, or best part is feeling a sense of confidence. Since the last 3 sales on the block sold between $2,300,000 to $3,298,000. He cites the addresses on Elevado 3, and everyone knows that it pays to be immersed in more expensive company. There you go. Sell, sell, sell. All right.
I think he's right, but I don't know that I would have languaged it that way.
Right? It's a little weird.
Yeah.
All right. So we will jump out of this and we'll move to your actives, Darren. Let's go to, so these are new listings in the last 7 days. And Darren, if you just give me some address.
Sure. Well, you know what? Before we jump into that, let's look at the ratios. What are we looking at on how many new listings, how many solds?
Okay. So let's see here. I think, bear with me. I have to look. Didn't fluctuate that much, but let's see. Actives, last 7 days. Let's see. So 36. And last week we were at 25.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went up 11. I think on the solds, it was just like 1 or 2 difference. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm seeing 16 new solds, and last week it was 17.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So still inventory is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go back to Elvado. Yeah.
That's a beautiful one. Good. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice property.
What's the address?
It is 1522 Elvado.
Gosh. I have to say, Elevado has come up several times. It's kind of a fever over there for selling, it seems. All right. And there we go. So 1522 Elevado Street, Silver Lake, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,093 square feet of living space on an 11,250 square foot lot. That's awesome. Listed at $1,949,000. Opened Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. And days on market so far 2. And Stacy Boucher is representing the seller. So yeah. What do you think?
Nice outdoor space.
Yeah.
It looks like I think I saw 2 kitchens in there again. So maybe a duplex.
Okay.
Just be aware of that. But super charming. The wood siding is beautiful. Windows are a good match. And a great street.
Yeah. So it does call out 3-bedroom, 2-bath main house. Includes an upper master bedroom suite with hilltop and city light views. Lower level of the main home, you'll find a studio unit with separate entrance and deck.
Got it. Cool.
All right. Very well kept home. Okay. All right. What else?
Oh, let's go look at Earl Street, 2261 Earl.
2261 Earl. Oops. Right. All right. So, okay. All right. So, boom. 2261 Earl Street. This is Silver Lake, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,017 square feet. Listed at $1,089,000. This is on a 4,300 square foot lot. Again, open houses Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 5. And let's see here, 6 days on the market so far. And this is brought to us by Alyssa Ritt, Anthony Stellini, and Sherry Rogers.
Sure. Nice property. I think this is going to go up quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, very well priced.
Yes, it is well priced for Silver
Yeah.
Lake and detached garage and all the above. All right.
Oh, and a beautiful
Let's look
garage
at
space.
let's look at Fargo. Jump up in price here, but we also jump up in square footage. 2137 Fargo.
2137 Fargo. Okay. I feel like we've seen this one. Da, da, da. Okay. 2137 Fargo Street. Gosh, man, is this Silver Lake? I think it is. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,258 square feet of living space. It's on a 7,500 square foot lot. Listed price is $1,799,000. Open house Sunday, 2 to 5. Days on market 1. Brought to us by Shane Markland, Sherry Rogers, and Anthony Stellini. There you go.
All right. Well, I'm not following them to the next one. No, but it's a great looking property.
Yeah.
Good size, good yard, good location again. So,
Right. Modern wood windows. Very nice.
yeah. All right. Well,
I have to say, though, I don't know. I mean, I'll go look again, but I think we've seen this. I think this is relisted.
Got it.
I don't know. Anyway. All right. What's another one?
Well, my next question is: we talked about 2 million being the new number, outside of Los Feliz and all that stuff. But,
all right.
Is 3 million the new number? 2334 Vestal.
2334. Oh yeah. I think I got an email on this. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see here. Yeah, I was a little shocked at this price, but let's see. 2234.
2334.
2334. Vestal. Okay. Okay.
So I am noticing something because they were an out of area agent. I don't know. It
Right.
made it easier for them to do this, but it is defining it as specifically Silver Lake, which it's not. It's Echo Park.
Yeah, I think they're from Orange County somewhere. Yeah. 2334 Vestal Avenue. They're calling it Silver Lake. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,514 square feet. 3 million. Listing price. Wow. 6,250 square foot lot. And yeah, maybe they just made a convenient mistake, right? Silver Lake will give us that 3 million.
Right.
Days on market 2. And yeah, this is brought to us by Scott Niles and Sean Hoghe. Yeah, from the 714 and the 949.
Wow. Look at that. What I assume is a master bath, man. You
Yeah.
go there. Start with photo 20.
Okay. Let's go. Wait, I'm sorry. It's a bathroom? I don't see number.
It's the master. So the sink is floating behind the wall that the bed is on.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
It's a little strange. So
Yeah,
go to 20, go to 23.
Yeah.
And you look over the bed, you see the shower. It's just wide open.
Yeah. A little separation maybe would have been nicer.
So, if it's not my thing, but that might get someone excited.
And it looks like it's a pretty roomy bedroom.
It does. It's huge.
It's really. Yeah, that's a really small bed. All right. Well, there you go. $1 million. All right.
Let's see where that goes. Vincent, like the price point, it's a lot of square footage in a good neighborhood. 4989 Vincent Avenue up in Eagle Rock.
All right. Okay. Yeah. How much? Okay. All right. Next, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. 4989 Vincent Avenue, Eagle Rock, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,855 square feet of living space. Great price, $1,089,000 on a 6,600 square foot lot. There will be opens Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4. Just came on market. And this is brought to us by Victor Montesinos and Tracy Doe.
Right. So this has a very uber modern, expansive ADU, and or a second unit, however it's defined. I'm guessing an ADU. But ultimately it's two structures. But man, that ADU looks great. The original house looks old and charming and traditional. But,
look, outside tub. That's funny.
Yeah.
What a deal at $1,089,000. Let's all go.
It is a good price. No, this is the agent's going to look like a rock star, but be prepared.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of offers.
I'm sure one of our clients will call us. Okay. Next, anything else out there?
I'm curious. Let me peek at this for a moment.
Yeah.
So we haven't gone here a lot lately, and this isn't overly amazing, but it's good to see something in El Sereno. So let's look at 4013 Guardia.
Guardia.
Yes.
All right, there it is. All right. Let's see. Okay, 4013 Guardia Avenue, El Sereno. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 780 square feet of living space on a 3,700 square foot lot. And let's see, this looks like today and tomorrow opens from 2 to 6. 774,900. And I guess they already.
What was the lot size, Joe?
3,700.
All right. Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. Days on market 1. And this is brought to us by Douglas Carrillo. Do you know Douglas Carrillo?
I do not. No.
That's ringing a bell. Thought maybe KW.
See, you also, in addition, you do have a 1-car detached garage.
Okay.
It doesn't have the best curb appeal. They didn't even mow the lawn at the street. That's pathetic. But the house looks all right. The house looks clean. I wouldn't have started with that first photo because it's the worst photo. But we're not the agents. So
yeah. Well, and at least they did fence it off, so
you
could make as much of that yours. But I guess that's our deal for the week.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Anything else, or we're good?
Yeah, that's good. We're fine.
All right. Okay. Well, great. We'll do that. I will do this. Guys, thanks for joining us. Darren, any other observations we can give to the people?
Gosh, there is not one direction in the market.
Yeah, I didn't look up the date. I wanted to, but right, there is talk of the Fed meeting, right? September. I don't know what the date was, but what have you heard?
Well,
3/4 point. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what they're floating again. I know all the arguments are out there talking about the creating, if they continue to push, creating a recession. But so far, the labor market has held up and is very strong. That's one of the key indicators of a recession. Right. See, man.
Yeah. All right.
Well, look, you should also mention Art Unite one more time. I think we need to consistently
thank you.
do it.
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
So Art Unite, November 16th and 17th. We're about 10 weeks away. We are looking for submissions from artists. We're certainly reaching out to the ones that have been there in the last 3 years. So thank you guys. But if you know an artist, if you are an artist, please check out the site, artunite.org, and check it out. It's a good cause. Darren, I put on there, I don't know if you noticed, I put a fundraise focus. And the story this year is their van got stolen. They need a van. So let's try to help them get that van in the form of art and fellowship, right? That's it, guys.
I just want to say this van, makes a difference. It takes people to places they haven't been with these kids, really gives them exposure and experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
without
Well,
it, it's limited.
if you look on the site, I put a post, and there's the van on blocks somewhere in South LA in a yard. And then you've also got pictures of the kids getting on Dash with their paint equipment, their
Hmm.
ladders, and still doing their jobs. So,
Yeah.
some dedicated people there. So let's try to help them out. And I guess that's it, man. I guess
Awesome.
that's it. All right.
Yep.
Have a great one, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.